Brought to you by DK Audio. DK Audio presents Myths and Legends by Philip Wilkinson, read by Hugh Kermode. Introduction. Myths, stories of gods, heroes and great cosmic events, are told in all of the world's many cultures. They deal with the deepest, most fundamental issues, the creation of the universe and of the human race, the nature of the gods and spirits, what happens to us when we die, and how the world will end. They examine love and jealousy, war and peace, good and evil. Myths explore these crucial issues with intriguing plots, vivid characters, memorable scenes, and concepts that touch our deepest emotions, and so they have become eternally fascinating. Myths began as tales told around the fire by successive generations, and in some places they are still passed on orally. Later, with the invention of writing, people began to write their myths down and adapt them in new ways, turning them into plays, poems, or novels, for example. Some of the world's greatest literature, from the Greek epics of Homer to the sagas of the early Icelandic writers, are based on much older myths that were originally told orally. Myriad myths. Because of their oral roots, myths are not set in stone. Each one, endlessly retold, has spawned variations. Often there is no single correct version of a myth. The name of a god will change from one tribe to the next. A twist in a tale will be explained in different ways by neighbouring groups. Written versions of a myth multiply the retellings still further. This book can tell only a fraction of the world's myths, and usually gives only one version of each story, but it does contain a generous selection of myths from around the globe, including many from the cultures of Europe that, because they have been written down and widely circulated, have had an enormous influence across the world. Cosmos and people. Among the seemingly endless varieties of myths are common themes. Nearly every mythology starts with the question, how did the universe begin? Often a shadowy creator takes the first step, a god perhaps, who wills himself into being. Frequently the creator is faced with a cosmic egg. In one variation of the Chinese creation myth, for instance, the god Pangu has to break such an egg to form the land and sky. Sometimes the creator has to fetch land from the depths of a primal ocean, like the earth diver, a common figure in Native American myths. In other myths, the world is the offspring of a male and a female creator. Often, people come much later. Usually they are moulded from clay or carved from wood. Like human sculptors, the gods often make several false starts. Myths from Mexico to Greece tell of 3 versions of people, only the last being right. Sometimes the first people are male, and when they begin to die, the gods make women so that the people can reproduce. Gods and their powers. Most cultures have a large number of gods or spirits, sometimes thousands, because there are spirits everywhere. In places as far apart as Japan and Africa, every rock, stream, lake and hill may have its own spirit. Many are local deities, worshipped mainly by the people who live nearby and share their sacred space. Yet even in cultures that have thousands of deities, there are core groups of widely known gods with special powers. There are gods of the sun, the rain, the sea, the sky, the mountains and the rivers. Specific gods look after hunting, farming, love, childbirth, war and death. The myths involving these gods tend to relate closely to their roles. Many myths involve mortals with extraordinary superhuman powers. These heroes accomplish apparently impossible tasks, win battles single-handedly, and even visit the underworld. They may also be culture heroes who teach people important skills such as fire-making. Their achievements are often so great that they become gods when they die. Myths of the elements. Among the most prominent gods are those of the elements, notably the sun and the rain. They determine whether crops grow, so the sun and weather gods are often the most widely worshipped of all the gods. From the Inca sun god Inti to the Greek sky god Zeus.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?